Hey guys, I'm Amha and this is a DIY tutorial to make this wall hanging DIY room decor best out of waste newspaper craft. Before starting with this guys, can I ask you to help me making DIY tutorials a crucial part of my day, like officially, and not just something that I do out of interest. And you can do so much to do that. I mean, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, leave a comment, share it with your friends. There is so much that you can do, and it is going to help me big time. But thank you for just even listening to this. And jumping straight to the craft now, starting with a tip that is going to be very handy to you when you make this craft. So let's do it. So when we make newspaper tubes, it is generally like this in a straw-like shape, rounded. And if you use this to make the star, then your star will look something like this. Another way of making the same star is flattening out your tube before before you start making the star. So just pinch your tube, press it over a hard surface, and your star will look something like this with a flat tube. Now these two stars look very different, and the tube star is more like a starfish and the flat tube star is more like a star. The flat tube star is definitely easier to handle and looks more neat. So we need 3 stars for this craft, and I am going to make the third star using the flat tube technique. You can decide which one you want to use, or you can try both of these. As I said, make hundreds of tubes before starting with this craft. You don't want to go back to making tubes when you're finished. So this is how you join 2 tubes, because for this craft we need one very long tube, and you will have to join tubes like again and again because it will be easier to handle. If you join them all at once, like 10 tubes, 15 tubes, it will be very difficult to handle. So join like 3 or 5 tubes at once and then work with that, and then when you're almost at the end, join more. Now bend this one long tube at every 15 centimeters and make 5 such 15 centimeter long lines, because there are 5 lines in a star. Make a star shape now with this tube that you bend at every 15 centimeters. This can be a little tricky. The tube will bend at wrong places, but that's fine. It will all come into place when you stick it. Use clothespins to keep things in place until the fevicol is dry. Time to add more tubes to the structure now. From now on, we will start flattening the tubes. Until now, we were making it with round tubes only. This is the position we started with. Turn the star around and take the tube to the top edge. We will move our tube in the shape of the star only. So first we went to the top edge, around, and then bottom right. Use Fevicol for the first 5 rounds to keep the tubes in place. Use clips. Now adding some more tubes. Our first 5 rounds are complete, which means we took the tube over each edge once. Now we will repeat the process over and over again for the entire star. So we have to keep repeating this process until all of this area is covered. Like, see, in the star that is ready, you can see the inside skeleton of the star. So that is up till what we have to keep doing this. After the first 2-3 rounds, you will get really fast. You will get the hang of it. It is not as difficult as it may seem in the video. It is just a little repetitive process, but very easy. My star is ready now, but I have some tube left because I maybe joined a few extra. So you can trim it right here and fix it in the back, but I will go with it. It will hardly make one more round of the star. So we are at the end of the star. We will fix this leftover tube piece at the back of the star by putting it under some other tubes and then gluing in place. Now take an old paintbrush and cover the star in glue. It will give it a little shine and keep all the tubes in place. If you don't have an old brush and you think it will get spoiled, use any brush that you have and I will tell you how to clean it. Now for the brush, clean it immediately right now. Just take some shampoo and like you wash your hands, wash the bristles of the brush. Let this star dry, make other stars. Till then, make the moon. Just give it 5 minutes of dry time. Take an old cardboard, I have this from an old box, and draw a moon shape on it, like a half moon, half crescent moon. I already drew it actually. I will just darken it for you to see. Cut the shape out using a craft knife. I am going to put links in the description to everything that I have used in this video as to where you can get it online, and list out all the items that you need at one place. I really love this particular craft knife, though it is not at all for kids or even adults like me. It is really, really easy to cut your hand with this one. It is really sharp, but then it is amazing for crafts. I tend to fast forward things that you don't really need to see. It took me like 2 minutes to cut this moon, so I fast forwarded it. Tell me in the comments, that is good, right? Or do you need to see the details? I will give you a little measurement details as to how wide and long the moon and the stars are. So the moon is 20 centimeters wide and 30 centimeters long, and the stars are 15 centimeters wide and long. Now we will just wrap the tubes around the moon. You can use Fevicol to keep them in place if you want to, but it is easy without Fevicol also. It is your personal choice. On the last 25% of the moon, I recommend that you use Fevicol because it is easier that way. Because of the angle of the tube, it gets difficult to keep hold of it. Now when the cardboard is covered, just run the tube all over your moon in wide gaps just to make a crisscross pattern. If you like it just like this, you can stop right here and fix the end of your tube. Use a needle and a thread to thread the stars to the moon. You can use any thread, anchor thread or thread spools, or even the transparent thread that you find in the market. The wall hanging is now ready. This is the original version. I've inserted a pic of the colored version too. Color it if you like it. Be creative with it. Please hit the like button if you like this tutorial and subscribe the channel to not miss any further videos of DIY ideas, and leave me a comment of how you like this video. Wall hanging DIY room decor best out of this newspaper craft.